Okay. Apparently my Wi-Fi just... Let's fuck this crap though.
Not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
All I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory. And some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust. And I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will not. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
If Dance dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good conscience if his life means that little to you.
Unbelievable. You'd be willing to sacrifice your career for the sake of a machine? So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen Night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Hey,
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
You'd think little settlements would band together, you know? There's safety in
It took a
numbers.
hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
at least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxim knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Lancer find any tells is one of the finest. Officers that ever had the pleasure of serving under.
No prisoners! Neutralized.
again. Or if it keeps crashing, I don't know.
No way. Calm down. We're just here to talk.
Very well. I'm listening.
Hey, Arthur. It's been a while. Do you remember me?
Of course. I'm a bit surprised that you don't realize that by now.
I wasn't sure. You were just 11 back then. All that time we shared, telling stories, cleaning our guns, teaching you how to stab a man through the kidneys. It's always bothered me I wasn't able to share the truth with you about what I had to do. I imagine it must have been rough for you, thinking I was dead.
Yes, it was.
But look at you now, all grown up, and the elder of the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm proud of you, Arthur.
I'm glad you feel that way.
I just wanted you to know how sorry I am about abandoning you. We were pals, and, well, we never got the chance to say a proper goodbye. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Apologies are meaningless. Being a part of the Brotherhood. You should learn to appreciate that sentiment. If we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions.
So, Caston's plot to assassinate me. He eventually told you, huh? That must have been quite a shock.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen.
I'm sure that's true. But it's water under the bridge. You were just a kid. There's nothing you could have done. In any case, it's good to see you again. I hope you'll keep an open mind about what I have to tell you.
I seriously doubt that. But please, get to the point.
Let's get right to it then. Shall we?
So, here's the deal. A rogue faction of your squad has been trying to kill me.
I find that very hard to believe. How did you obtain this information?
You mean the part where some Brotherhood goons barged into my house with explosives and automatic weapons? The part where my 9-year-old kid mowed them down? Or the part where I found an assassination order on the body of the squad leader, pointing back to one of your captains?
It was a good fight. She's not a bad fighter.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. Every operation we undertake is a team effort. We're called the Brotherhood of Steel for a reason. You're wasting my time.
Here, see for yourself. It's Kel's handwriting on the assassination order. Are you denying it?
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. I believe there's a bit more to the story than you're telling me. But based on your actions so far, I'm willing to take you at your word.
And you had nothing to do with this?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's a relief.
That's a load of bull.
Was there anything else you need to ask?
Of course, we've got almost 10 years to catch up on. So, fill me in. What are you into? Give me some details.
Let's hear it.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Well, then at least answer me one thing. You flew all the way up here to confront an organization that poses no direct threat to you in DC. Why? What is your problem with synths?
Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine.
Arthur, calm down. I was just asking. Look, I know how you got that scar on your face. About the Deathclaw that mortally wounded you. The cybernetic implants that saved your life. How one implant led to another, and another, until, well... Rumor is you spend nearly all your time on the bridge. You don't eat, you don't sleep. As far as anyone knows, don't even shit. Some would say you're turning into a cyborg.
Not at all. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Did he really just quote Hitler?
Arthur, surely you realize that at some point the goals of cybernetics and synthetics become indistinguishable. Robots evolve to become more human, and humans enhance themselves to become more like robots. I hope you're aware of the irony when you pass judgment on synths.
I am. But I need you to view this from my perspective. The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths must be eliminated, at all costs.
But listen to what you're saying. Destroying the Institute and all of its tech doesn't serve your goals. You understand that the Brotherhood's primary directive is to acquire and preserve technology, right?
Don't insult my intelligence.
Easy there, Slugger. I'm just trying to look out for the Brotherhood's best interests.
So it appears we share a common goal.
Yeah, well, if you can't get along, it's going to be hard to accomplish anything.
Think about what's inside the Institute for a minute. They've got microscopes, bulletproof glass, security cameras, LED lights, pneumatic and hydraulic motors. There's computers, a nuclear reactor, excavation machines, filtration equipment, and even functional coffee machines. Not to mention, they probably tens of thousands of energy cells to power the Brotherhood's weaponry.
And spiffy Corsair jackets. Don't forget about those.
You make a fair point.
And you still want to level the place?
I've never been more certain about anything in my life. The Institute menace has to be eliminated.
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong about this?
Look, Arthur, I'm gonna make this simple. I didn't come here to give you a hard time. I'm your pal. Always have been. But please understand that I have a duty to the Brotherhood. The true East Coast Brotherhood. That duty entails finding and preserving tech. But it also calls for being a good neighbor to the community. And the most fundamental part of being a good neighbor is not blowing up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is any of this getting through?
Why is she trying to elicit empathy from a sociopath?
Well,
I don't know.
if nothing else, you have the courage to stand your ground.
I do. We're on the same team here, Arthur.
Uh-huh.
I've got the override codes to remotely control Liberty Prime. Once he's operational, I can make him target whoever I want, or shut him down altogether. And without control over Prime, your offensive capabilities are quite limited. I've also got a holotape here full of intriguing tidbits about you, along with proof of Kells' plot to assassinate me, a plot that happened on your watch. And just for the record, I'm pretty sure I can still kick your ass.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Ooh, let's hope it does.
That's entirely up to you, Arthur. From what I've seen, you're in way over your head here. You've got no idea what your subordinates are doing. You're hell-bent on destroying valuable technology. And, by stationing the Prydwen here, you've placed the Brotherhood's most valuable personnel and assets directly in harm's way. Just waiting for some drunk, RPG-toting raider who's having a bad day to blow your ass out of the sky. So, why don't you let me take this mess off your hands for a while? Take a break, explore what the Commonwealth has to offer.
You should check it out. It's got a lot to offer these days.
It's too late for that now.
On the contrary, I realize Caston and his cronies trained you to think a certain way, to distrust outsiders, to hate certain groups. But the real enemy here is not the Institute. It's the unrealistic expectations the Brotherhood set for you ever since you were a child. The Brotherhood spent so much time lecturing you about who you were supposed to become. They never let you discover who you really are. There's still time, Arthur. Take a break. Go find... All I'm saying is, and see what the Commonwealth is all about before you decide whether to blow the place up or not.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Don't be so naive.
Come on, Arthur. I'm just trying to make this easier for you. Work with me.
I don't intend to debate this any longer. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse.
Okay. Then let me put this another way. I'm issuing a formal challenge against your authority as Elder. If you think you can take me, then we'll settle this matter as it was written in the litany. In combat. Or, you can choose what's behind door number 2, and take a much-needed vacation. What do you want to do?
This is an opportunity you will never have again. Don't be stupid. Don't pass it up.
Your sincerity in this matter has been rather surprising.
Quit stalling, Arthur. If you want to fight me, let's do it. Right here, right now.
That won't be necessary.
You give up then?
Standing down.
Oh, come on, really? You made me sit through all that for nothing?
I'm proud of you, Arthur. You're doing the right thing. Everyone else okay with this?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right then, Arthur. You're free to go. Now, get out there and go wild. Don't forget about protection, all right, buddy?
Indeed. I'll be certain to watch my back.
Mom, what did you mean by protection?
Owen, I'll tell you when you're older.
Good thing missile launchers aren't a thing anymore. Oh, wait.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking.
Excuse me.
I hope we made the right decision letting him go.
Probably not.
I guess we'll find out.
I suppose time will tell. Regardless, we need to move quickly. When the rest of the Brotherhood learns of Maxon's abdication, there will be questions. If we don't frame what just Kels and Quinlan are we need to get them under...
Why do you say that?
Someone needs to make the rest of the Brotherhood fall.
Right.
That's easier to do. If the orders come from existing superior officers. That may mean keeping Kels alive, but I'll leave the decision up to you. If you see fit to kill them, I won't stop you.
Hey, so does that mean that all this stuff is gonna be mine?
Owen, don't test me. You're on thin ice, young man.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Internal. Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Excuse me.
I'm busy. Please make it brief.
Just trust me when I say it's important.
All right. You have my attention.
I think it's best if we went our separate ways.
You can't be serious. As I expect Elder Maxon has already explained, the destruction of the Institute is simply the first stage of our operations in the Commonwealth. We'll rest when the Institute is a smoking ruin. Until then, Elder Maxon and I expect you to be in.
It's about time for you to go.
Is something the matter?
All right, comedian. Give it a break. I don't think he gets...
Hold on, let me try. Hey, Kels, who's Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxson is the Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood.
Are you sure?
Surprised to see.
Well, this changes things for you.
You've walked into a hornet's nest.
Good. So you do remember. Anything to say in your defense?
You going to explain why this is relevant?
You know damn well why it's relevant. I understand the hit the Brotherhood ordered on me 10 years ago. I was willing to let it go. But now you come after my kid, too?
What if it's a frame job? Who would benefit if you looked guilty?
Treason is a serious charge. Bring me something.
Cut the shit, Kells.
As the captain of this vessel.
So you instruct your goon?
This doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this?
It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. They did what had to be done. In any event.
You know what? Just kill him.
Boring conversation anyway. Owen, you're up.
Say hello to my little friend.
Better make your peace.
Why don't you try?
Glory.
You're looting everything you can get your hands on.
Move along, people.
If it was up to me, I'd take every pharaoh,
Wait, really?
beauty, and shit
Nobody cares?
to space.
Hey, everybody. We just murdered Kells.
Eyes and
Anybody
the
got a
ears of the
problem with that?
That should hold.
If
Thank
you
you,
see
sister.
war
You know,
here,
you
All right,
didn't
then.
have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted.
I hear congratulations are in order.
My thanks for letting me
That's
borrow.
very kind. Thank you.
And thanks to your efforts, it appears that my hopes have become reality. Absolutely. Well, it appears that my
Sure. Why not?
I understand. If I can help, I will.
Right.
Well, I've all. I look forward to